Hey everybody, Craig Silliphant, the movie geek here, and I am joined today by Jeff Drake, who is the assistant festival director and a programmer for the Saskatoon Fantastic Film Festival. Now, I usually have as festival director John Allison on, but we wanted to try something a little different this year. The festival is from November 17th to 25th. The website is skfilmfest.com, so you can go there to find all the schedules and any other information. And this is, I think, the 14th year. Really fun festival. And again, I say this every year. If you just pick one movie, if you want to just see something weird and unique and cool, just pick one movie and go check it out. But Jeff is going to talk to us a little bit about how this works. So, Jeff, as a film programmer, there's obviously a bunch of programmers involved in the festival. So what's the process for starting with nothing and ending up with a slate of films?
Sure. So yeah, there's six of us that program the Saskatoon Fantastic. Two of us in Saskatoon, four in Toronto. So we get a lot of different viewpoints. We just start looking at movies, watching the other festivals that are happening, see what's getting some buzz at some festivals, what's winning awards, what's winning audience awards. And then we start trying to track down those movies. And as we're making those connections, we've dealt with the same kind of distribution companies and producers and directors over the years. They're sending us movies and saying, hey, we think you might like this. We think your audience is going to enjoy this. At the same time, we've got a submissions on Film Freeway that's open and people are submitting their movies. And as the movies start coming in, we just start watching as many as we can. And we each rank them individually. And then we get together closer to the festival date and we go sit down and have a long meeting and go through them and decide, what's going to be the best choices for the movies for our audience.
So how many do you watch in one season, basically 1 year of the festival?
Well, we've got two festivals now. So we've got the Dark Bridges Festival in the summer. I'm a programmer for that as well. For this particular year, I think we had 145 features that came in, and we try to get through as many as we can. Between the six of us, we watch them all, and then we're voting from there. So if there's some that are gaining traction throughout the voting process, then we make some more time to watch those. If four people have watched a movie and it doesn't look like it's going to be a fit for us, then we might skip some of those. I'll watch over 100. I'll try to get in as many as I can for this festival, and then similar numbers for the Dark Bridges as well.
Nice. So I should note too, for people that aren't familiar with the festival, when Jeff talks about watching what's winning awards and stuff like that, we're obviously not talking about the Oscars or the Golden Globes or something. This is more what we would call genre films, whether that's horror or things like karate movies or cool thrillers or neat indie movies. So more like stuff like Fantastic Fest or festivals like that. So yeah. Jeff, when you are looking at a film with by yourself without the other programmers, what do you look for in a movie?
Yeah, I'm really looking for originality. So is there a different way that this story is being told? Is it have a different look to it? If it's a vampire movie, have I heard this story before? If it's a time travel movie, are you giving me something different? So for me, it's originality. Each of the programmers, like you said, we each have our own individual tastes. But as we come together and we make those decisions, we usually agree on what we're going to program. We're really trying to pick what our audience is going to enjoy. It's not the Jeff Fantastic Film Festival, it's the Saskatoon Fantastic. So we're keeping the audience's mind as we're picking our movies too. And there's lots of movies that I personally liked, but that doesn't mean that the audience here is going to necessarily like them. So we're keeping the audience in mind when we're going through those and making our selections as well.
So obviously there's a lot of choices for this year, and I know you're just locking some in now and we'll see the festival, but what is your big recommendation for this year? What's the movie that you're like, oh, people got to go see this one?
Tough question, because this is our biggest year ever. We've got 29 features that we're going to show, and shorts to go along with that as well. A couple that stand out to me are When Evil Lurks, a movie from Argentina that's a movie about possession, and these two brothers find a man who's about to give birth to evil. A really original story, really well done. Humanist Vampires Seeking Consensual Suicidal Person is a Canadian movie from Quebec, and the title gives away a lot of what's happening there. There's a young vampire who doesn't like the fact that she has to kill people to survive. And so she runs into someone who's suicidal, and they start to have a friendship because maybe they can help each other out here. That one's really, really interesting. Like I mentioned before, a different take on a vampire. And I'm going to fit one more in The Last Stop in Yuma County. It's a kind of an American thriller. Jim Cummings is a traveling knife salesman, and he gets stuck in a deserted or a kind of a small town cafe where a hostage situation takes place. So three very different movies from each other, but all very interesting and highly recommended.
Nice. Did Cummings direct that one too?
No, he didn't. No.
Oh, he didn't. Okay,
But
yeah,
he's fantastic.
He's a cool filmmaker on his own. So that's all the time we have, though. But go to the film festival. Go to the film festival website too, and check out what you're going to see. Check out the movies Jeff's mentioning. skfilmfest.com, November 17th to 25th at the Broadway Theater in Saskatoon. And thank you so much, Jeff, Assistant Festival Director and Programmer for the Saskatoon Fantastic Film Festival.
Thank you for having me, Craig.
Cool.